What's up, YouTube? Dust the Mess back after a very long hiatus. Some of it was needed, and some of it was less needed. I lacked motivation to return to YouTube videos, so this is going to be an update about basically how the last almost 2 years have been. So when I originally stopped recording videos, I was going through some mental health stuff. If you've seen my videos about AA, I'm back in AA. I'm also in a few other programs, and that'll come up in videos, I'm sure. So, all of that being said, it was a rough time. It was a really rough time. I struggled with some mental health issues towards the end of 2023, reintegrated into Alcoholics Anonymous. I've gotten 2 different sponsors by that point, working the steps, building fellowship, I realized, as much as I talk about AA, I was lacking one of the most fundamental pieces, which was community. I didn't have a support system. I have a few friends out here, but I didn't have people I could lean on in the program. So, reintegrating into AA saved my life in a lot of ways. Prevented a relapse. I've prevented 2 relapses because of that. What else is new? In May of 2024, I started interning at a rehab, and by the end of October or early November, I was a contractor. So it's a paid position, and when I started reaching about 40 hours a week, my boss upgraded me to a full-time employee. So as of August of this year, I'm now full-time. So I'm a counselor at a rehab, which, 2 years ago, I kind of saw that was the path I wanted to be on, but I really put the foot forward to get it done. I'm in college, studying for 2 certificate programs. One of them will be complete at the end of 2.5 years, and the second one will be done that 3rd year. To make a long story short, I decided to enroll in college because I had time last year. I was interning while I was on disability, working on my mental health. I did that until the money ran out, and then essentially got that paid position as a contractor. I've been working my ass off. I started college 2024 fall. I didn't do so well that semester, but I picked up steam spring semester of this year, and I'm doing all right so far in this fall semester. The program is through City College, Addiction Recovery Counseling. Once I get that certificate, if I tack on 2 more classes, essentially, I can get a second certificate as a peer support specialist. From there, my long-term goal is to spend some time doing an online program for about 1.5 years to become a certified life coach. So a lot of big changes. All positive, of course. I work over 40 hours a week. I'm a personal assistant to my friend 1 day a week on top of my job. Take odd jobs here and there. I've been writing a blog for the last 6 months. I'll link it below. I made my exit from mainstream social media, so I'm no longer on Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram. I got a lip piercing. That's new. I can't really think of what else. It's just been an incredible year, I am working the steps in 2 programs and active in 3. Just doing what I can to fix things and make them more easygoing for myself. Simple. Serene. Graceful. Still gonna be doing music stuff, still going to be talking about ICP, still talking about Alcoholics Anonymous, dissecting the big book. I wanted this as a segue video to talk about my hiatus and why I've been gone. It was very important for me to focus on my mental health and my recovery. I've taken a lot of steps to solidify myself in a counseling field. I'm going to continue to do so. I've really just been taking care of myself overall. And that's a huge change from almost 2 years ago. I can't believe my last update was 2 years ago. I thought I was going to take a month or two off, focus on my mental health, and then kind of get back in the swing of things. But my life sort of collapsed under my feet. The foundation I was standing on was not steady enough, and it nearly cost me my sobriety and my life. I had a similar situation about 6 months ago. After being integrated into AA again, I put my feelings on someone else who wasn't reciprocating, and that's been happening for a while. So I joined another program, SLAA, and I've been doing what I can with that. Currently not talking to that person, and I think that's a healthy thing. Overall, I've really taken a focus on my overall recovery. I still play music. I plan to upload some videos here in between my main videos. I'm going to complete the series that I started, both of them. I'm going to start new series. I'm gonna actually have guest speakers and talk about different things with them. So it hasn't changed. Still trans, still using they, she pronouns, still an ultra leftist, still arguing with friends and other people about leftist policy. Doing what I can. More will be revealed, as they say in recovery rooms. I have so much gratitude for being where I am. It's an honor. It's a privilege. I get to do this today. I get to return to YouTube. I get to follow up with a blog that I've been posting on weekly for half a year now. As I said, I'll link that below. Currently, my only active social media is on Discord, which I'm not giving away. If you know my Discord, we're in touch already. If you don't, no thanks. SpaceHey is where I post my blog. That's my public-facing social media outside of YouTube. So, going to be starting my own business. I'm going to use revenue made here and revenue made serving clients and various other ways to really become my own boss. I don't think that takes away from my politics at all. The idea of having my own schedule, making my own hours, being able to prioritize different political activism that I want to engage in. I can't do a whole lot right now because I'm working to make ends meet constantly. But I'm hoping that changes. I'm really hoping that changes in the future. And I'll be able to really engage on a ground level more than just talking about theory and praxis and all the other fun stuff that we're going to explore here. So, yeah, those of you who weren't around when I started 2 years ago, I left the Satanic Temple, so that's been over 2 years now. I've returned to AA I joined some other programs. I'm in school. I'm working full-time, working more than full-time. I blog. I talk to other people about different politics. I'm just really a busy person, and I want to carve out time to make sure that I can record again. I enjoyed recording when I was doing it, and I like it. I like it a lot. It's just something I want to focus on top of everything else that I'm focusing on. I'm a very motivated person. I've learned that about myself. Been dealing with depression for a while and keeping myself afloat. So being able to go to school and work as much as I do, being able to make time for music and recreation and, enjoy the sun once in a while. I'm not a very sunshine person. I'm pale as Casper, if you can't tell. But yeah, the idea is I'm enjoying my life now, more than I was 2 years ago. People tell me that they can see it on my face. They see it in the way that I carry myself, the way that I dress. I've had such a profound impact on clients that I've worked with since getting into the substance use counseling field. That's a huge blessing. I'm extremely grateful for that. Yeah, I really can't think of what else is new. This video is going to be fairly short compared to my other long-form content, but that's pretty much it. 2025 updates. I apologize to people who are following the series that I started, but I will be getting back into them. So yeah, check out for that in coming weeks. I don't have a schedule yet to fit in recording and posting. I'm doing this on Monday the 15th, and just because I have time today to do it. So yeah, moving forward, I'm going to really focus on prioritizing the content that I post on YouTube in such a way that I'm not overwhelming myself in every other way. But I feel like I've done a pretty good job of balancing my life so far, and adding one more thing into the routine isn't going to hurt. I just have to do it. I want to do it. I get to do it. And I'm going to do it. So, yep. I got a new hand tattoo also. This is my left hand path tattoos. As you can see, upside down inverted cross. Maybe not the best angle, but if I shake someone's hand, it's inverted, and I think that's funny. So it's crossbones. Yeah. I can't really think of what else. I'm not gonna extend this video trying to make it last longer than it has to. It's been about 16 minutes, and I'm just gonna let that be what it is. So, like I said, if you're following along, I'll be here. I don't know when yet. I just know that I will. I'm not going to make promises, but I am going to show up with integrity and intent. And yeah, so stay tuned for more updates. I will be posting again regularly. I don't yet have a schedule. I just wanted to get something out there because it's been a while. And I think that's super important. I will be uploading my payment links because that's going to change when I start my business. And that's kind of it. I've considered starting a Patreon. I might do that in the future. It would just mean slightly more content here or there than on here. I can get away with a little bit more there. So nothing NSFW well, we're talking about Insane Clown Posse. That's NSFW. You get where I'm going with that. Nothing sexual. But yeah, I want to increase my reach, increase my platform. I know the work that I'm doing in my career, as well as my extracurriculars, is reaching people and has a profound impact on some people. And there's something really special about that I want to continue to hone. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be everywhere I can be and keep doing the things. So as I said, if you're following along, stay tuned. More will come. More will be revealed. And that's really all I got. Until next time.